Actually, do you know what? You could start. You can introduce.
No, I don't do that.
Go on.
No, I'll say welcome,
You can
Nigel.
do it.
No,
no.
Natalie, no.
Do you know? Yeah, but you got to earn your keep with your records. Go on.
No. Go on. I don't know how to do it.
Go on. Welcome
I'll do
to
it
the
next
show.
week. No, I'll do welcome, Nigel.
Go on then.
Go on then. Start. I'm not doing it now.
You're such a wimp. Fine. Hey guys, welcome to the show. I'm Natalie Rydstrom. I've got Jamie James to my left and Nigel Seeley, and we're here to give you the rundown. Week 6 now in the Premier League. Guys, thanks for being here.
Fired up, Natalie. Welcome, Nigel.
Welcome, Jamie. Good weekend again. Another few winners for the punters. Can't wait for this weekend. Some big matches this weekend as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm so fired up this week. Last week I was a bit, in a bad mood. It was very easy to see. I said it was going to be a very difficult week, and I was proved right because I can see where others cannot see.
The all-seeing JJ. Now listen, I tell you what though, JJ did threaten us with 2 victory dances last week, which fortunately for us didn't come through. You bet Hull to beat Arsenal and Sunderland to beat Tottenham.
Yeah, moving on.
All right, we are going to start with Manchester United versus Leicester City. Man United 1.7, Leicester 5.4. Man United let us down last week. That was a bet that you took. Luckily, I played the both teams to score, actually. I think you passed, Nigel. I'm staying away from the outright, personally. What do you like him?
Well, I mean, what's going on over there, Nigel? What, is there problems at United already, mate?
I don't think we can say that this early, can't we? I mean, we were saying 2 weeks ago they were going to win the Premier League and they're playing brilliantly well. I think the big problem with Manchester United is Wayne Rooney. I think that's the big problem. I don't think he should be in the side. I don't think he should be in the starting 11. I think he's too big a name now to be dropped. And I think this is big time for Mourinho. He has to make some big decisions about Wayne Rooney's future at Old Trafford. And I think that's the big problem in this one. But I think it's a really, really difficult game to have a bet.
Right. I tell you, yeah. I really like both teams to score in this match, actually. I'm making that an official play. 1.83, found the best odds there. Last 5 fixtures, and you know, the trend can be your friend before you throw that one in, but last 5 meetings have seen both teams scoring, with 3 of those going over 2.5 goals, not playing the outrights, but I really love both teams to score.
Well, guess what I'm going for, Nat? I'm going for the champions of England to get the job done, and I'm getting 5.5. I mean, the bookie must be mad giving the champions of England 5.5. What do you reckon, Nige?
Well, it's definitely the value play of the turmoil at Manchester United as well. I agree with Natalie. Natalie's the one in form out of the 3 of us. I think goals were certainty in this game. Leicester failed to score in just one of their last 23 Premier League games. This match has both teams scored in the 2 draws last season. There's goals in this game. They both played in the Community Shield with both teams scoring. And I think both teams will score here. What I think will be a very, very entertaining game of football.
I've got a new name for Nigel.
What's that?
The Stat Man.
He is the Stat Man. I've got some other names for him as well. What's the next game, Nat?
Right, next game is Liverpool versus Hull. This is another play for me. Liverpool, big favourites there, 1.2. Obviously, they pulled the upset, which you called last week. Congratulations.
Yep. Thank you very much,
and they beat Chelsea 2-1. It was a bet that I lost last week. Definitely liking Liverpool, certainly for an accumulator bet. It is low, obviously 1.2. And it's hard to find value in this match. Nigel, have you managed to find anything?
It's one to swerve for me. I think Liverpool so in and out, so hit or miss. They're either brilliant one week or awful the next. These are the kind of games they do slip up, though. I mean, I've seen them so many times be heavy odds on favourites at home and not do the business. That's a big concern for me. On their day, I think they'll be too strong for Hull. It may take them a bit of time to break them down, and it may not be as many goals you expect in this game because Liverpool at Hull, last time they played the Premier League was a 0-0 draw, and prior to that it was a 2-0 home win. So I think goals could be quite tight. There's been 2 0-0s between these two sides in the last 5 meetings. So for me, it's one to avoid.
Well, don't worry, there will be no slip-ups, Nigel. Steven Gerrard is not playing. What is going to happen today? Jurgen Klopp's out there. He said he wants the fans to create a tremendous atmosphere on Saturday, and they will do. And I believe Liverpool, goals. I'm taking Liverpool -2 on the Asian handicap, and I'm getting a whopping 2.6. They might put 3 or 4 past this team.
Well, I have to say, scarily, I would kind of agree with JJ on this one. But I'm actually going to go for Liverpool to score in both halves. I think there's a goal either side. 1.8 Stan James. So I'm not going to play the outright. I'm not going to bet on whether Hull can score or not. Liverpool to simply score 1 goal in the first half and 1 goal in the second, or more if they want, but they've just got to score in both halves. Nigel, what do you think of that bet?
I like your bet. Just a bit of caution about the 2-goal market. Liverpool have only covered the 2-goal spread once in the last 6 meetings against Hull. And there's been a couple of 0-0 draws, I say there. I think Hull will put 10 men behind the ball. Liverpool don't know how to handle that. They're better when they play the better sides who play football against them. And I think this might be quite close. I could see Liverpool winning to 0 maybe, but not by the convincing scoreline that Jamie does. But I'm steering well clear of this game. I hope for your sake you're right, for the punter's sake you're right.
All right, the stat man has spoken.
He has spoken. Goals, goals, goals. That's what we're going to see in that game, my friends.
All right, so moving on, we've got Middlesbrough versus Tottenham. And again, this is a play for me. I've kind of stayed away from Spurs, been a little bit cautious, but I have to say they haven't lost a match yet. And most notable is their stellar defence. Tottenham, 2.05. I am taking that and not got much more to say. Nigel?
Not for me. No Harry Kane. That goes without 2 months out for Harry Kane. For Tottenham, that goes a huge percentage of Tottenham's goals. If Tottenham score, it's usually Harry Kane. And for that reason, and that reason alone, I'm not backing Tottenham in this game. Middlesbrough started off the season okay. Everyone thought they were doing all right. They haven't won since the opening day. Was that a bit of a flash in the pan? Are they going to have a tough season? But I think the Harry Kane factor is a big one here. You take him out, that front two for Tottenham doesn't have goals. I know they won convincingly midweek in the Football League Cup over here, but I think no Harry Kane is a big blow for Tottenham.
I still think they can nick a goal,
yeah, I mean, there's 11 players there. They've got a great manager, Tottenham, very well organised as well. I mean, I love the price as well, Matt, 2.05. I'm all over it. I mean, his Captain Obvious and his Merry Men will love it as well, and JJ loves it. I'm on it, 2.05, Tottenham win.
That means we're agreeing.
Fire it up.
That means we're agreeing again.
Go red, come on.
Oh, God. It's all right. Both JJ and I are going for the Tottenham win. Not sure what that says, but... Right. Bournemouth versus Everton. Again, this is a play. I have been backing Everton. Bet came in last week, which was Everton -1. That was a very good return for me. Obviously, they won 3-1. Everton 2.17. They are really on fantastic form. And Nigel, do you agree with me?
Yeah, this is my best bet of the weekend. I think Everton are a big price here. They're the real deal. I fancy them to do well. I thought they'd make the European football this year. I think they could even make Champions League. Monaco, a great manager. They're really, really good. This game here as well was one of the best games last season. It's 3-3. The last gasp equaliser for Bournemouth. Everton were cruising to the win. There was goals in the game. Everton have played them 3 times last season. They didn't lose one of them. They're not going to lose this game.
Yeah. The last 2 matches as well, they've scored 3 goals in each match. They're in second place right now. Well,
I'm very happy. As you know, I'm a lifelong Evertonian fan. My father's a season ticket holder, watches them every week and goes away. And I really hope that Everton get the job done, but I don't like to bet with my heart, I like to bet with my head. So I will pass on the game. My lean would be the draw, but I really hope that Everton win, and they certainly do have the quality to get that done. But they are the real deal, Nigel, aren't they? They're going to do very, very well this year, mate, aren't they?
Great manager, great centre forward. They've invested the money from John Stones wisely in some really good buys. Good squad. I think they're a team to keep an eye on for the FA Cup. I think they're about 25-1 for the FA Cup early
It's been a long time since we won anything, so hopefully this year.
Yep.
All right, next match is Stoke versus West Brom. This is another play for me. They do say, though, Stoke is a hard place to visit. Stoke is a hard place to visit, yet they haven't won on their turf yet. Are we due for a Stoke win? Nigel?
This is a really, really difficult game to call. Stoke had a dreadful start to the season. Mark Hughes is a manager under huge pressure. Tony Pulis, a manager under huge pressure as well. Both teams crying out for a win. I think this is going to be dull as dishwater. Not many goals. Under 2.5 goals is a certainty, but I think under 1.5 goals here at 3.2 is a great bet. West Brom won it 1-0 last season. There's been 2 0-0 draws in the last 4 years in this match as well. Under 1.5 goal. 1 goal will win it. I don't know which way it will go, but just go under the goals.
Yeah. I have to say, though, Stoke have had 2 tough opponents to face. They've had Man City and they've had Tottenham. So if we could be seeing a home win, maybe a Stoke draw, no bet, something like that. But Nigel, I'm totally with you. My official bet for this match is the under 2.5 goals there, 1.67. Have you got an official bet?
I have got an official play, and more importantly, I have the winner. And there's not going to be a winner in this game because it's going to be a draw. That's what we're going to see here. Stoke West Brom, it's going to be a draw. I'm getting over 3.30. I love it. And I would actually probably say that is the play of the weekend, the draw there with Stoke West Brom. What do you reckon, Nige?
I like it. I like it a lot. Two very bad teams. They just want to get a point, get back to not lose. Stoke don't want to lose this game. And I think and that's an old cliche, but if it's 0-0 with 60 minutes to go, this game will end 0-0. Great one for the running punters. I like you a lot, JJ.
Cheers, mate.
Here we go.
Very smart man, Nigel. I like him more and more every week.
Sunderland versus Crystal Palace. I have to say, this is a pass for me. Both teams really, Sunderland have already got short odds to be relegated. I think both teams are faring quite poorly. What do you like in this match?
Again, I'm taking the draw now. I just really think, this can be a draw. I think Moyes is he's great. I mean, tell me what you think about Moyes, Nige.
I don't rate him, James. I really don't. I think he was a manager who done really well at Everton. But when it mentioned he's too negative. He's too negative. He goes at home, sets his stall at home to get a point rather than go and win the game. And I think fans won't like him. He can't do what he did at Everton, at Manchester United. He certainly can't do it at Sunderland. They're all about home support. It's all about getting behind the team early here. I think he's a man who won't last the season. I really do.
Yeah, then we went. It'd be funny to see what the odds are for the first sacking of who it would be to get sacked first in the Premier League. It could be Moyes, right?
Well, there's a lot of them under pressure. I mean, there's a lot of. We'll come on to a game in a minute where a manager's been back from 25-1 into 6-4 favourite to be the first manager to go. But there's a lot of under pressure at the moment. Moyes is certainly well at the top of the list.
Yeah, and what I'm doing on this game, I'm going for the draw again. I think Moyes will be happy with a point at home. I think Palace will be happy with a point away up there at Sunderland. And I just see another draw ball fest, but I'll be counting the money. 3.20 I'm getting.
You're going for a lot of draws.
It's all about the money, Natalie. That's all I'm worried about.
Do you know the only person who makes money from the draw is an artist?
You came up with that one, Nat?
I did.
Wow.
I'm taking a leaf out of your book. You always come up with these random sayings.
Very cheesy,
that
that one,
was,
Natalie. Not as good as
mine.
mine.
But it's true, though. They make money drawing.
Right, well, I don't know what to say, Nat. You got me a bit lost for words there on that one. But yeah, I mean, I'm going for the draw.
I don't think it's going to be a draw.
Three draws in the last 4 years in this fixture. There you go.
Oh. The trend is not your friend, as I say, but maybe this time the trend is my friend.
All right, moving on. Swansea versus Man City. Man City 1.4, Swansea 8.4. I tell you one, the bet I'm going to take in this one, I was looking, first of all, Man City minus 1.5, 2.15 Pinnacle. But I'm a little bit sort of worried about Swansea's recent performances, especially to Chelsea, which was their last match at home, which ended 2-2. So I'm not going to play that. I'm actually just going to play the over 2.5 goals. Now, it's low, it's 1.57, but it's the only bet that I feel confident on. Nigel, do you think Swans are going to prove sort of tough for Man City, who at the moment are goal-scoring machines, top of the Premier League?
I think they will prove tough. They drew this fixture last year 1-1. They did play midweek in the Football League Trophy, and Man City only won it 2-1 as well, so it wasn't really very one-sided. Goals seem to be on the agenda in this fixture. The last 7 matches between the two sides, both teams have scored. If leaning, I'd go for both teams to score. I'm not going to have an official bet on it, but Swansea manager Guardiola, he's been backed off the boards to be the next Premier League manager to go. 25-1 into 6-4, 2.5. The rumours over here, Ryan Giggs will be taken over at the Liberty Stadium. It'll be a very interesting space. Will we get a reaction from his players? Will he want to be there? Will he want to put on a performance with Ryan Giggs linked to this job? We'll find out on Saturday.
Yeah, very good analysis, precise and concise from both you and Nigel there, Natalie. But me, I have to pass on it because there is going to be an upset that's going to happen. I mean, they're not going to keep winning every game. The goals. Is this the week? I don't know. So I'm just passing on it. I just can't do it. Not even on the Asian handicap.
It's not like you not to take bet the upset and threaten us with a victory dance.
I know. I can't do it. I don't know if Swansea can get the job done, and I just won't bet on Man City at the moment. So I'm just going to have to pass, unfortunately.
Also, Man City as well have got their Champions League fixture next week. Yeah. So that could mean a sort of a closer match. I know, I feel confident with the over 2.5 goals. It's low, but I definitely think there's value. All right, man, next match is Arsenal versus Chelsea. Arsenal 2.4, Chelsea 3.1, and draw 3.5. Nigel, are you backing your team to win those 3 points this weekend?
No, I'm not. I'm certainly not. I think they're a team that are too short with the bookmakers. I think they've got big problems at the back. They can't keep a clean sheet. They're defending all over the place. Chelsea saying that aren't so good either. I like the draw. I'm going with JJ on the draw theme this week. But one thing I do fancy is goals. I think there are a few goals in the game. Both teams will score. The stats aren't good. Last 8 years, both teams have failed. But this time around, both teams will score.
Well, congratulations to Mr. Arsene Wenger. I think he's celebrating his 20th year anniversary today at Arsenal. Am I right, Nigel?
Absolutely correct.
And I'll tell you what, whatever you think of him, this man has revolutionised the Premier League. He was the first to take nutrition seriously with up-to-date training methods. The man is a legend. I think that they will perform the team for him this weekend, and I believe that Arsenal win.
All right, Arsenal win. I tell you what, Arsenal's second highest goal scorers in the league. 3 back-to-back wins. Chelsea have scored in all 5 of their new season matches. Both teams to score. I am all over this. Bet like a rash.
You're full of it today, Natalie, aren't you?
I've had like 1 too many coffees. 1.69 I've got the odds. Best bets I've got on my notes there.
Best bet. Well, you're doing very well, Matt. Matt's at the top of the leaderboard, aren't you? I mean, I've got some catching up to do, but don't worry about the accuracy figure because it's all about the profit. And I'm at like 6% now, and that means money.
Yeah.
And this one's going to make me even more money. Arsenal to win.
All right. Well, you're going for the draw, did you say, Nigel?
No, my bet's both teams to score on that. I'm going with you.
All right. Good choice, my friend.
Short and sweet.
West Ham versus Southampton. I have put play on this. Let me refresh myself with my notes. Well, Southampton 2.7, West Ham 2.8. West Ham really struggling at the moment. Southampton is looking like a bet, although I'm not playing Southampton. One thing, though, these two teams do have in common is they are conceding goals. 19 between the both of them, although most of those do come from West Ham. But Southampton are finding it hard to score. But I think with West Ham's leaky defence, I think both teams are going to score in this one. 1.8 is the bet that I've got.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that now. I'm going for the draw. I mean, West Ham are absolutely dreadful at the moment as well, aren't they? I think they'd be happy with a point. I think Southampton would be happy with a point. And I'm taking the draw again. I'm getting over 3.30. It's money in the bank.
Well, the good thing with taking draw on almost every single one of the matches, at least one will hit.
They're all going to hit, Natalie. No one likes a negative attitude. Mr. Positive. What do you reckon, Nigel?
All over Southampton, 2.7, massive price for me. Southampton won their last 3 games. Charlie Austin's back in the starting lineup. He's scoring goals. He scored in the last 3 matches as well. West Ham dreadful at home, dreadful all season. Conceding 4 goals at home against Watford, conceded 4 goals against West Brom. That is not good. That's relegation material. I think they're a massive price in Southampton. One of my best bets this weekend.
Well, there you go. What about my bet both teams to score?
Yeah, I like that. West Ham can't defend, Southampton can't defend, and I can see both teams scoring. In the last 3 Premier League games, West Ham games, I've seen both teams to score, and just Southampton last time against Arsenal, both teams scored. So yeah, I like that as well. I think Southampton score more goals than West Ham and win the game.
There we go. All right, final match we're going to preview today, which counts up our Premier League rundown week 6, is Burnley versus Watford. Unfortunately, this is a pass for me.
Well, guess what I'm going for? Well, before I give what I'm going to do, what do you reckon, Nigel?
I like Burnley to win this game. I think they're a very good side at home, not so good away from home. Obviously, they beat Liverpool already at home this season. Watford will be overrated by the bookmakers because they beat Manchester United. Everyone will look at that result and they're a false price on that. 3.0 Burnley at home is an absolute massive price for me. They're always very hard to beat at Turf Moor. You've got to go back a long time the last time Burnley won it. But I think you're going to go for the draw, Jamie. And 5 of the last 6 years between these two sides has been a draw.
Well, I'm going to be the hero next week, or 0, aren't I? I'm going for the draw. But you know, I say the trend is not your friend, but I'm going with all the trends this week, it looks like. But again, I love it. I think the draw gets the job done, and I'm getting 3.20. It's just more money for me to drink when I'm on the Caribbean this weekend.
You're going to try and prove us wrong and also make money from drawing.
That's it. Absolutely.
All right. Oh, yeah, this is a pass for me. I have to say, though, I'd definitely be tempted with the Watford or a Watford draw no bet, just because I think they will be, their confidence after beating Manchester United 3-1, plus that sort of marks 2 wins in a row. I don't know. I think they could be on a roll. That's my only worry with the sort of the Burnley bet.
Well, there we go.
That was directed to Nigel.
Oh.
I suppose you said, Nigel.
Well, it's a big come down, isn't it? It's a massive come down. Manchester United at home in front of a packed crowd performance of the season, and then go to Burnley. There's no way up from that. It's only one way down.
Oh.
Well, it's got to be a draw, my friends. Get your money on it. It's coming in. I'm going to go 9 out. I've got 9 bets this weekend. I'm going 9 out of 9.
Do we get a victory dance?
You'll get a victory dance. I might even do it in my Speedos.
Well, I think I'm safe.
All right. Well, we'll see. Stop showing off, Natalie.
I'm not really.
It's because you're top of the board at the moment.
Oh, all right. All right, guys, listen, thank you so much for watching, and especially to our guest, Janie James. JJ is a winner. It's his Twitter handle. He posts more free tips and things. You can go and bug him on there. And also Nigel Seeley, which is at Seeley_Nigel. Follow these guys. 2 solid tipsters. So, guys, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much indeed.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts. Shop for lines at sbrodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.